All right, we're back again with episode 8 of Comic Nights. And I'm Noe Q with my special, not my special, but my charming, my charming guest or co-host, Hippie Pat.
What's going on? Hey man, I just want everybody to know, just like that little comment right there, this is an adults only show. It's not really for kids. I mean, you want to be considered a bad parent and has this used against you in court, feel free to have your kids listen to it. Alright, we have a few of your friends over here. I don't really like them, but go ahead.
They're your friends, not mine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we got not one, but 2 guests, and we have Javier and Dino from Leads of Villains.
Hello, how y'all doing today?
League of Villains, what is that? Is that like, a criminal organization?
Not anymore.
Ah, there you go.
We don't speak of that.
Yeah,
it's not with the P. Diddy Association anymore.
Oh, wow. We went rough there.
Here we are in the back. Wait, why are the doors closing? Where's the baby oil?
On your face.
I cannot afford that much baby oil.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But League of Villains, why don't you tell us what y'all are about? What do y'all sell? Anything?
Go ahead.
So, League of Villains, we are a shop. We have comics, we've got card games, we've got posters now, from artwork from different artists who brought their stuff in.
Warhammer.
We got Warhammer,
Statues.
pop figures, just a little bit of everything, some toys. So we try to keep it a good amount of different objects. So we see something that's interesting, we'll pick it up and add it to the store. We're out and about, conventions, stores, wherever we are, and try to probably put it in there.
And how long y'all been around?
So we have officially hit 2 years. We're working on into our 3rd year right now.
Okay, 3rd year. Dino's your sidekick or lover? Or
Sidekick.
both? Sidekick.
He's my special little Robin.
Oh, now I'm a sidekick? I thought it was lover.
Well, it used to be the side piece, but
And what about you, Dino? How you like it? You like doing it, or?
Oh, yeah. No, it's great here. We get to do the thing that we love and just chill here and play with comics and toys all day. And
Have you ever heard?
kind of the dream.
I'm sure you probably heard this from, when Javier's not around. Maybe Javier's holding you back. I don't know if you thought about that, but, if you break off, you got a big future, I think.
he's got a big head.
I notice when your aura gets bigger when he's not around. That's just what I'm trying to say.
Man, you really shine.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know. So just food for thought. All right.
So
Desired.
I know y'all sell comics, cards, and stuff, but which one's I guess you could say, your dominant side?
Magic the Gathering.
Like
That is our bread and butter, really.
Like for sales, you mean?
for
Yeah,
sale?
for
The
sales.
whole thing?
Y'all ever got a?
Magic the Gathering.
You ever pulled or had someone bringing like an expensive card or anything?
Yeah,
like
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, the big thing that's going on is last Monday they did a ban on 4 cards, and people started selling them
I heard about that.
crazy
actually.
cheap. And I was like, I that same day I picked up 2 of them, not knowing that the ban was coming out, not paying attention to my market, and I was like, crap. I bought these cards overpriced, but I got them lower than normal. I thought that was a good deal.
Yeah.
Well, speculation is it's going to return back up, and they've gone up, but I've made my money. I was like, Chuck Ching, it worked out.
Oh, it turned around?
Yep, so now we picked up
So
multiple of those cards.
We're just waiting for them
Make a final decision on what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast went ahead and took over the commander field from the commander community that was out there.
the rules committee.
Yeah, so now everyone's like, what's going to happen? And if you know Wizards, they like money.
Yeah, they like money.
So they're like, no, we're not going to overchange the rules. But no, they like money too much to not want to do it. It makes sense. If anything, 2 out of the 4 cards to get reversed.
So okay, so you got comics. Magic's your big selling point, but what about comics? Anything crazy walk through your door?
When we first opened, we had a guy come in, and early in the morning, he brings his case in. And I'm like, what the heck is in the case? And then he's all like, hey, I got some things to sell for you. We're brand new. We're struggling small business. And then he just starts pulling out comics, and first thing he pulls out X-Men #1, Spider-Man. Spider-Man #2, 2 through 14.
Oh, man.
And then he had what did he get? He had something else. But he deals with low grade comics. Everything's graded, but nothing higher than a 3.
Okay.
But even at those prices,
Oh,
some
yeah.
of that stuff was just crazy amounts of money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't afford it, but I'll take your name and number. Hopefully one day we get there, and we'll be good to go. So, I got his name put to the side, so one day, I know I need to hit someone up, we can.
Cha-ching. But what about you? Well, I know you like collecting comics too, correct? Or is
Correct.
that you? So who's your favorite, or what's your thing when it comes to collecting comics?
Collecting comics. Weirdly enough, like story-wise, my favorite character is Batman. My favorite villain is the Joker. But my collection looks more X-Men. It's the weirdest thing in the world. When I first started collecting comics, I used to get a lot of X-Men stuff. My mom would buy me. I'd get a straight A's on a report card. She'd be like, here's a comic. That's kind of got me into reading and keeping me focused. So, you grow up not in the world's most house with money. You get that reward. It's an incentive. So that's kind of what got me into that comic. So I started collecting when I was 7. I still have almost all my original collection because I've made 7-year-old mistakes when I've had the option. I had a giant size X-Men coming up in my possession when I was a kid. And like a kid, I got rid of it.
Of course.
And I was like, I look back now, I'm like, what was I thinking? So yeah, it was interesting how that played out. But you live and you learn. I've seen a lot of different things. I goofed a couple years ago, well, not a couple, more than a couple now, but at the World Sci-Fi Convention here in town, and I came across a graded 8.0 Hulk 181, first appearance of Wolverine for 2000.
With the stamps in it?
Yeah, it was legit.
Wow.
Like we were good, and I was like, I don't know, I'm away from my thoughts, and that was the biggest mistake I could make. So I went to get the money. I was like, my son was like, just put on your credit card, Dad, get it now. I was like, no, man, I gotta think about it. I went back to go buy it. It was gone. And I was like, I knew. I just dragged my feet.
It happens. And what about you, Dino? When it comes to comics, who's your main?
Comics, it depends. Like when I was in high school, I read mostly like Venom, Spawn, X-Men, things like that. And then I started getting into a little bit of Spider-Man here and there. Once the movie started coming out, I started reading those because I never really got into them. I was more into like the anti-heroes and like the villain side. So
Nice.
But lately I've been collecting mostly like Godzilla and Transformers.
Godzilla and Transformers.
Like that, so
Nice.
I just love the character. My dad took me to see the Transformers movie and Godzilla in 1985 when I was like 2 or 3, and when they first came out, and I've been hooked on those since I was a kid. So.
Hey, for the record, everybody, I just gave him the homie hookup on the Transformers, did I not?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we.
What'd you give him?
Well, we didn't give it to him. I gave it to him on money. The Transformer #1 and 3 and 4. Yeah, sweet book.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Great condition.
Yeah, really nice condition. I got it off a blind deaf child. Yeah, it was really good. Paid $4. I was pretty excited.
I thought you said it was your son.
Yeah, there you go. Whoa.
Well, you know how they go blind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we and that's kind of what we do with our friends. These got our friends, guys, outside of this caca. But with our little posse, we just kind of, you don't give it away, but you don't rape them either. If they're keeping it, that's the deal.
I appreciate it too, thank you.
Yeah, it's a little homie hookup, right?
So I was gonna, before I ask you guys the next question, when you were talking about letting go of that comic, that's the 181, it reminded me of a few years ago I ran into a TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, first print for $2,000.
The pink cover or the red cover?
The red cover.
Okay.
And they wanted $2,000, and I was like, that's a little too expensive. That was like 10 years ago.
How much is it now?
The first print for
if it's the pink cover, it's like $10,000.
Yeah, I think it was. It was a first print, so I'm sure it was. It was just years ago.
No,
but yeah, it's like worth $10,000, and I saw it for $2,000, and I let it go. So that was one of those like, fuck.
Yeah.
But anyways, since y'all own a shop, we know y'all know some stories of some crazy shit. Or thieves, burglary, not the...
Yeah, tell me, what about, like...
Not the orgy parts, we know all about those.
Oh, yeah, that's Diddy, we covered that. Well, they got video. Are you afraid, you're going to come out one of them, they're going to see, like, Dino's head? No,
That's all they're going to see is Dino's
hey,
head.
yeah. But, do you ever get anybody, like, just trying to slip a magazine in their coat pocket or something? I don't know.
We had a couple people do that a couple times. Dude came in, and after we had just gotten robbed, like a couple days before, they threw a rock through our window, grabbed everything.
Everything?
Yeah, they wiped us out. Like, between needlessly shattering our displays,
which were
open. Like they you could see through the glass. Like had you just walked around, you could have grabbed the items out.
Oh,
They shattered the glass out. Then they wiped out all our singles for Magic, all our variants, all our hard to find, all our graded that we had.
I had Transformers that I personally brought in from the store to sell because we had just opened, and we didn't have much stock. So I brought in a bunch of comics, a bunch of old toys, a big chunk of my original collection since I was a kid. And these motherfuckers just stole everything.
And to put the cherry on top is they were in the store as we were outside with the cop, who refused to come into the store.
He actually got into his car, called for backup, rolled up the window, and told us to get back. Didn't go inside.
They were inside? You were outside?
Yeah,
it was raining.
We were outside talking to the cop, and I look over, and you can see like this light from a cell phone illuminate. I was like, they're in the store right now. And he's all like, yeah, it's kind of dangerous, guys. You want to move back. And then he just rolled up the window and sat in the car. The police officer who was supposed to be doing the crime scene investigating shows up, and he's all like,
what you doing?
He's like, what are you doing in the car? And he rushes in.
Oh my God.
At that point, they wiped us out. They ran out the back. And then we thought they were going to come down the alley. They went behind. And yeah, man, it sucked.
What the fuck?
Super cape of meth going on.
Yeah, it was like
jumped the fence, ran 40 miles an hour.
And then the super cherry on top, insurance didn't kick in until like what?
Oh, 6 months later, we finally got our insurance. So we had to like, yeah, it was a lot of money.
So it was a complete loss.
It hurt. It was a hurt. We got some of it recouped. Then they're like, we don't think it's really valued at that much, and a comic should only be valued at this. And I was like, you can clearly see this is the going rate for this comics. Like, this is what we had. Here's the pictures. Here's our stuff. Nothing like
now that. What I found, I'm sorry, I don't mean to segue here, but whenever you do like insurance on, you mail it, and then it messes up. That's what they argue with you.
Yeah.
Is the value. You say, well, it's worth $200. I want 150 or whatever. They go, no, it's worth 10.
We had to take the picture of the comics we had, and then find multiple sources and links showing what their going rate was going for sold items within the last 30 days.
Pretty man.
You
want to come in?
Yeah, come on in, man. Come on. You could be. Hey, you might not even be able to go to the grocery store anymore. They're like, hey, are you? You know.
We're just chatting about having a store and comics and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'd love to hear.
No, for sure.
Who do you like?
Who do you like more, Dino or Javier? You don't have to lie.
No, they're both stand-up guys.
No, you know there's one. There's one of them. Their stats is a little higher.
The price goes down when Javier's gone.
Dino's let me win a couple times.
So it's Dino. So that meets Dino.
I don't let you win.
That's not fair. He just sucks at playing. That's not letting him.
I don't suck at playing. I suck at building.
So besides that robbery, any other crazy ones?
So we had the big robbery, right? And it was like $15,000 between stolen items and damage. Then a week later, we still have a wooden plank for our door. So imagine leaving your store with all that's it. That's what you leave with is a wooden piece, and then it barely holding together. Some guy comes in. Our alarm isn't working fully yet. Like it works when it wants to.
Kind of like Noe.
He gets in here, realizes we're in the store. This is what sucks. Like, we're sitting down in this room they're at right here. Actually, we're right here. We didn't hear him come in because nothing went off. No doors, bells, no sensors. He realizes we don't know he's in the store. And from his distance, he just grabs whatever he can reach.
God damn.
So then, when he gets ready to leave, the doorbell goes off.
We finally hear that bing.
Yeah. And then I go over there and I don't see anybody there. Well, my mom has a habit of, like, opening the door and hiding when she comes in, right? So I'm like, oh, she's probably hiding. So I go outside. And this dude just turns around and looks at me. We make contact, and then he just hauls ass.
Jet.
I was like, Did
he
he
shit?
Oh, he made it. He made it. He got.
He killed on it.
Yeah, he took like $40, $50 and
That
stuff.
was before we realized we had a giant rock we could just throw him through his windshield.
Yeah.
But he took like $30, $40. He took,
it was more the insult to injury after what had just happened the week before.
He grabbed like 4 or 5 comics that weren't worth.
And he grabbed a stack of top loaders. I was like, really?
Yeah.
Top loaders? Like, if you're struggling that bad, dude, take
Yeah,
the
just
damn
take it.
thing.
It's free. Take it.
We give those away. Like,
I remember it was like back in the day. Right? Don't talk. The wagon will pull up. You understand? No, when we used to get beer, so they'd send one of us. We call it a wahoo. So you walk into the store and you go, "Oh, how you doing?" You're like 15, right? Pop back. grab two 24s and you walk up to the car, and you run out the door.
Ding dong ditch, basically.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty much ding dong.
I've never done that.
And besides robbery, what about? I mean, you get a lot of people coming there. Any sick motherfuckers like meth heads walk through here?
A couple. We had some crackheads come in the other day. One of them was all scratchy and jittery and trying to sell us these Pokemon cards that were very clearly fake proxies.
Oh yeah.
The
sticker was coming off.
Nice.
I gotta feed my kids. I'm like, you need meth. Is what you need.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, it was pretty, we've seen some pretty interesting stuff.
We had a lady come off the streets wearing damn near nothing.
Wow.
And then our previous partner who's no longer here, he allowed her to use the bathroom, and she took what's it called? A horse bath?
Oh my god.
Well, not only that, she
Horse
left the
bath?
needle in the
She
restroom.
left the needle in the bath.
Well, you know.
Yeah, after that we're like, yeah, we gotta limit.
Nice safe
People
place,
were coming
yeah.
in.
So after that, we kept the bathroom locked now. So
They charged me $2. How about you?
Yeah, that'd be comfortable.
Oh, you're free?
That's because you leave your depends in there, so
I
that's
know,
why.
right?
it's $1 a sheet.
$1 a sheet. Yeah.
$1 apply.
You're big money. You get 2 ply. Yeah,
We haven't hit there yet.
Yeah.
What about scores? Like any scores y'all get when it
Well,
comes?
the cool score that we got, I think that I can remember, was one that got stolen. We had gotten this awesome deal on a full box of Magic cards, like a big box. His Hobbs' kid reaches in, pulls out a card. How much is this worth? And it was which one?
Carnival of Souls,
Carnival
$100
of Souls.
right off the bat.
Wow.
We got it because of an angry mom. I told my son to come pick up his shit, and he didn't want to pick it up. $20 and it's yours today. If it was just commons and uncommons, like I would have been good because it would have been like filler, right? We could have bulked it out or whatever. My son goes in there, grabs that card. It's like $100. We're like, oh, we're searching. We're going through that.
We pulled a ton of cards out of there with a bunch of valuable stuff. Got stolen like a week later.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a rough.
So after that, it took us months just to get stocked back in the store where we had.
What I will say, it was.
didn't knock you guys out, small business wise, because you lose a lot of heart.
But we actually had people come in and start donating stuff when they heard.
Yeah, like the community really did help out, and that helped because I was ready to shut it down.
Yeah,
Like I had already dumped a lot of money into the store.
I get depressed.
And this was in the beginning, right?
This is the very beginning. You know, we're starting to get some traction. We're going a little bit, and then it was just like set back.
And that day that we got.
Oh yeah, the following day.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning that happened, and then that day we were supposed to have a release for Magic, and it was Phyrexia, and
UPS notifies us that they can't get our shipment to us because of the snow.
Because of freezing Dallas.
Oh damn.
So I convinced Hav to get and my wife, because we're still half asleep since we've been up since all night, to drive to Dallas in my car and pick up all our stuff and drive it back, have the tournament, and we literally made it back to the store within like 5 minutes or so
of this tournament.
Of the tournament starting.
That's strong, man. That's dedication, man.
Y'all had the wives do it, or y'all went to?
We went.
Oh, I was gonna say if you had them do it, it would have been the smarter move, you know.
I had my wife come and pick us up and drive us, simply because we needed to sleep a little bit in the car. Yeah. So I slept for like an hour, and then my wife started driving like she drives.
And then
so
our third partner was here. Him, and then some of our regulars like cleaned up the store while we were getting all that done, so that we could try to still hold the red. We had no register because they smashed the registers out.
We had no door. We had no security alarm.
You guys, that's what's kind of cool is the dedication these guys have. If you come in and you say something like, "I'm looking for, I don't know, Master of Kung Fu, number 15." But what? I'm a whore. I'll admit.
Okay.
All right, can I finish?
Yeah.
That's
all you.
I'm kind of like,
the one in your hand.
Oh yeah, special Marvel edition featuring the hands of Shang-Chi. Number 15, 20. I mean, I don't know. I'm putting this probably a 7 or an 8. If it were here, you know what I mean? But it's not, of course.
But it's not.
It's not. But, it might be if you guys call. No, my point is if somebody wanted a really difficult book to find, they'll put it in the back of their head. Well, at least Dino will. You know, there's a lot of empty space with Javier. But they'll put it in the back of his head, and he'll call you if or email or whatever if to say, hey man, that book you were looking for came in. Transformers, like the one, yeah, he's probably gonna flip it to this other guy. He's got other, but you got certain customers for certain things. Yeah. And that's how it works. And same with magic cards, you got people looking for certain ones. So you just kind of throw it out there. Yeah. Kind of like you and porn, don't we?
Yeah, I have a bad addiction. Interracial gangbangs only go so far.
Yeah, that's right. WatchMeP.com.
So besides all that, I know you said you had a lady get after y'all. I was gonna ask, you ever had people like just scream at y'all or anything about your services?
We've had a couple of things. We had one that we were doing a tournament, and we told everyone it's a draft tournament for Magic the Gathering. Yeah. And this guy comes up there and he pays his thing, and he's like,
he asked me straight up,
right, like, what kind of tournament is this? What format? And we're like, it's draft, right? It's not standard, it's not sealed. We get ready to start, and he brings out his deck, and we're like, hey, it's draft. Like, you get the packs of cards, and this is how we do it. And they're like, oh, it's not a standard tournament. I said, we told you twice already. Like, we've announced it. Like, it's not a secret. It's on our website. It's on here. It's draft. So he gets all huffy puffy, makes this big old scene to take his stuff, and everyone's looking at him because everybody knew, like, they've heard us. Everyone's like, what are you doing?
There was like 15 people there. Everyone was very well aware, and he's just causing a giant scene.
Yeah.
And I can't. And it's because I'm so modern. It's just going off. He's just going off on us. And then I'm like, dude, I already refunded your money. And I'm thinking in my head, you're more than welcome to leave. Can you just go?
Yeah, we want to get on with this.
We want to start our draft tournament.
Yeah. This wasn't no high schooler. It was like a grown man just acting.
I wouldn't call him grown, but I mean, he was a dude.
He was just a dude. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get we don't have any cheese.
What's the Drex thing? This is not. You're a dude.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add on to this, Patrick?
Well, I mean, I've had a couple weird ones. I have had, like, when we had our store over at the flea market, I've had people where you watch them and they'll put something like, and you can tell you're watching them and they're watching you and then they go, I put it back, you know what I mean? Or like, I got you, you see me, didn't you?
Oh, I just play nice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You want to tell anybody?
Did you want me to hold that for you? I'm not holding anything. Oh no, the book in hand. I can hold it up here for you if you want to keep shopping around.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
What did you say?
I was gonna say, you want to tell anybody about the score you got?
Oh, good. No, not yet. She might listen to the thing. Well, all right. No,
Literally the light bulb moment.
Yeah, I found this lady that had some really good slabs, some really good keys, and didn't want to kind of pony up the last that one, that Kung Fu one, I don't know, that Kung Fu one. And I said, I mean, you were acting like you didn't do it. No, we didn't say those. And I said, well, what do you mean you didn't say that? I didn't say those in the slab. I said, well, yeah, you did. You can go back and look. And then kind of, okay. Then you kind of gave in quick enough where you're like, you knew, bitch. You know what I mean? Come on now. Don't try to weasel me. You know what I mean? I'm hippie Pat, for God's sake. I got tattoos and shit. Back off.
I don't have any tattoos.
Well, everybody can't be cool.
When you got a small dick.
Well, when someone's got a tattoo through fur, it's kind of hard to put anything on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I want everybody to know, because this is radio. You know what I mean? Let's see. You got like a really, I'm not this way, okay? But like a really good-looking guy, and then you got like Shrek. All right, that's Javier, Shrek, and Dino. He's a stunningly attractive man. I mean, if I was Bison, I'd probably go that way.
That's probably the weed talking.
Yeah, that might be.
And you're the donkey, right? Huh? You're the donkey, right?
I'm him a donkey. Yeah, I bring my own baby oil, and I don't bring napkins.
And
think about
that.
Make
it lots.
Yeah. Garden hose and a watermelon cup was my.
What are we talking about? Real quick.
That's bullshit.
Oh man, I only wear a thong on Sunday. Oh, leave me alone, guys.
Is there anything else y'all want to add on?
Like after a thong, I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard to beat.
Maybe a skirt. I don't know. Tube top. Kind of a hole.
I like to be bare naked.
Cool. Yeah, I went to a Diddy party.
Yeah.
And they got footage, man. They got footage. Oh yeah. The problem is all they can see is it looks like a black guy in a headlock with a little turtle head. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's nothing, man. Ain't nothing there. So I hope they don't show it. I don't care about the Diddy party, but I don't want everybody to know that I got a small winky. Oh, are we not?
It's
Oh,
okay.
we're live?
It's okay.
Yeah,
we
we're
already
live.
know.
Oh, damn. This is going to go out to like 9 people.
Yeah, about 9 or 12 people.
I was like, you were up to 10, 11 last week.
Yeah, we're making progress. You know?
Slowly but surely.
I'd say 12, but I forgot to watch. So.
Yeah, there you go. I got it. Hey, you got any shout outs?
The only shout I have is for All In Comics, which is where they play for poker.
Oh, yeah?
And I put the link in the bottom of the YouTube videos. What about you?
Oh, I got some shout outs. I was going to do like some really, really cool comic book stores.
We'll let 'em
You know,
know.
around town, put
Let
their
'em know.
address, phone number.
Except
time.
League Villains, we don't like
Oh!
those guys, not those ones.
Oh, wait. Oh, we're at one.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
that
fuck
won't
those
work.
guys.
No, you guys, these guys are over on Jackson Keller. They're kind of stuck back in the corner. You got to look for them.
The corner of the corners.
Corner of the corners, yeah. What's your address?
2549 Jackson Keller Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78230.
All right. Got a phone number?
I'm sure we do. But we never call ourselves,
Yeah,
so I mean, who does that nowadays?
Social security number, birthday. Give me something nice for myself. No, come on. No, nothing. Oh, look, they're both looking.
All right, our phone number is 210-375-4112.
Yeah, give them a holler, man. I mean, they're really cool guys to work with, and you need magic cards. Do you do any of the other ones? I don't know.
We have Magic. We started trying to get into Union Arena. Pokemon we have. Those are going to be our 3 mains right now. Like I said, we have comics.
I think we have some dirty cards somewhere here too.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we got some dirty comics, but
there you go.
get that one too.
I
But
found
Pat
one
keeps
of
buying
those
us out,
I
so.
know. Yeah. Oh, hey, got anything to add? Nothing, no, just smile. I got you. Hey, there you go.
Hey, y'all have any shout outs?
Yeah,
Javier
shout-outs,
Dino,
you know.
anybody or anything?
Him is sitting here patiently waiting, wanting to spend money, and you're not even helping him. You're on some dumb podcast.
He's doing a trade with another one of our regulars.
Oh my God.
We do like to thank all of our regular and our patrons for coming in and supporting
God, we had
us.
to pull that out.
I know.
What do you think about that?
Jeez. Hey, we're not good at this podcast thing, all right? This is the first time.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of funny things to say. I don't know anything nice to say.
Yeah, that's all I got. You know?
That's all I got for shout outs?
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife, Mama Gail. As you guys know, she's fighting cancer and she's really doing good. And if I tear up, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So kind of like I do when I look at myself in the mirror in the morning. You know, I get kind of upset. You know, I walk away, I'm an Adonis. You know what I mean? But yeah. Hey, I love you, baby Gail. Kick some ass, huh?
And you, gentlemen, that's it for League of Villains? That's all you want to add on?
Thank you to our patrons. And, hey, if you haven't been to the store, come on in and play some games with us. We got free play all week long whenever we're here. We do Magic Draft on Thursdays.
We do Commander on Thursdays. We got Draft on Fridays. We do our late night playing on Saturdays. People start showing up about 5 to 7, and we'll be here till we're done playing.
Yeah,
we were
on
here last
Saturday.
night till
So
4 a.m.
Javier served barbacoa.
If you're looking
That's
for a place to play late at night on a Saturday and you got nothing to do, come and hang with us.
No charge on Saturdays. We just like to have fun.
Yes.
That's it, man. That's it.
All right, then. That's all we have. That's
Thank you, everybody.
it
Thank
for
you.
Comic Nights on episode 8.
Well.
Later.